today we are going to learn the next chapter of your course, Reach for Top. And in this chapter, we have two parts. So first of all, I'm going to explain you the first part, which is about Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav is one of the women who have climbed Mount Everest twice. Alright. Now, Santosh Yadav took birth in a very small village, Juniawaz, in Rewari district in Haryana. Alright. And the village in which she took birth was, quite orthodox. Clear? Now, in this village, the girls were not welcomed. The boys were considered as a blessing, though girls were not considered as a curse, but boys were considered as a blessing. Alright. Now, Santosh Yadav, when the mother of Santosh Yadav was expecting Santosh Yadav, a traveling holy man came to her place. Alright. A holy man came to the house of Santosh Yadav, and Santosh Yadav has yet not taken birth. Before that, when the mother of Santosh Yadav was expecting Santosh Yadav, a traveling holy man came to their house, and that holy man blessed the mother of Santosh Yadav that she may give birth to a boy. Alright, but to his surprise, the grandmother of Santosh Yadav told the holy man that they want a girl child. The traveling holy man was surprised because he knew that in that village the girls were not welcomed. But he blessed the mother of Santosh Yadav that she may get a girl, she may give birth to a girl, and he went away. And after some time, Santosh Yadav took birth. Maybe the blessings of that holy man worked, and Santosh Yadav took birth after 5 brothers. She was the 6th child of her parents, alright, and she already had 5 brothers. Clear? Now Santosh Yadav took birth, and Santosh Yadav's name was kept Santosh, which means contentment, satisfaction. But Santosh Yadav was never satisfied with the rules and regulations that prevailed in her village. I already told you that Santosh Yadav took birth in a very small village where orthodox rules, customs, traditions, rituals prevailed. Alright. So Santosh Yadav was never happy with whatever rituals were being followed in her village, Juniawaz. Alright. And she always opposed them. Number one, in her village, women were allowed only to wear the traditional attire, those long skirts and all, but she never wore those long skirts. She never wore those dresses. She wore shorts. Alright, and people, must have criticized her, must have talked about her, but what she believed was, what she, said was that if I am right, and if I am, doing something which is not acceptable in society, but I am right, then I won't change. People will have to change. Alright. So she was quite determined in whatever she wanted to do in her life. She opposed all the rules and customs and traditions of her village. The first one I have already told you. The first one is she denied wearing the traditional dresses of which actually women wore in her village. Clear? Now second, women, there were not many schools in her village. Clear? There were very few schools, and schools were only till class 10th. Clear? Only till class 10th there were schools in her village, and girls were not allowed to study further. Santosh Yadav belonged to a very rich family. She belonged to, the family of affluent landowners, rich landowners. Family could afford education of girls also, but girl education was not promoted in her village. Clear? And as a result, her parents wanted, what happened was her parents wanted her to get married at a very early age. In that village, the girls used to get married at the age of 15 or 16. When Santosh Yadav completed her education, her class 10th, her parents asked her to get married. But Santosh Yadav did not want to get married. She had some other plans. She wanted to get educated. She wanted to make her career. Alright, so what happened was she opposed it. She did not want to get married, nor did she want to leave her studies. So what she did was, she left her house and went to Delhi. And she got herself admitted in one of the schools of Delhi for her senior secondary education. Clear? And when she reached there, she informed her parents that she has got herself admitted in a school, and if the parents are willing to pay the fees, that's all right. If they won't pay the fee, she will do a part-time job, earn her fees for her education, and then study. Parents were rich. They agreed to the condition of Santosh Yadav. Alright, so they paid the fees. So senior secondary she completed in Delhi. Now from Delhi she went to Jaipur. She wanted to study further. Alright, so she went to Jaipur. She got herself admitted in Maharani College. Clear? In Jaipur we have Maharani College. She got herself admitted in Maharani College, and she accommodated herself in Kasturba Hostel. Clear? She started living in Kasturba Hostel. From there also she said the same thing to her parents, that if parents are agreeing to pay the fees, that's alright. Otherwise she is going to do part-time job, alright, and pay for her education. But parents agreed because she was right. She was not doing anything wrong. She was studying. She was getting herself educated. Alright. So parents agreed. And what happened was, when she was living in Kasturba Hostel, the room in which she was living, the window of that room opened in front of Aravali Hills. Alright, one day when she was sitting in her room and the window was open, she saw few people climbing Aravalis. Clear? She got attracted, and for many days she was seeing since many days she was seeing all this. She was seeing people, she used to see people climbing Aravali Hills. She used to see people trekking, alright. And one day she went to those people and she took permission from those people whether she could accompany them. They not only said yes, but they also motivated her for mountaineering, alright. And from that time, Santosh Yadav did not look back. She decided that she is going to pursue her career in mountaineering. Alright, now what happened? Her exams were to get over in April. Alright, and she got herself admitted in Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. So exams were to get over in April, and she had to join in May. But exams got over on 19th of May. Her joining was on 21st of May. Clear? Now she couldn't go to her village back. From Jaipur, she directly went to Uttarkashi. Alright, to join her institute, right? Now when she went there, from there she wrote an apology letter, alright, apologizing to her parents that she is wanting to make her career and hence she couldn't come home. Clear? Now what happened? She went to Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering and she sharpened her skills over there. Alright, she came over her physical endurance. She prepared herself for mountaineering. Clear? She made iron will. Clear? And sharpening all her skills of mountaineering, she climbed Mount Everest for the first time in the year 1992. Clear? She was not only a good mountaineer, but she was also an amazing person. How do we get to know that she was an amazing person, children? Because when she was coming back, when she was, one day coming down from Himalayas, what happened was one of her partners' oxygen got over. She shared her oxygen with Mohan Singh and saved his life. So she was not only a good mountaineer, but she was also an amazing person. Clear? She was quite a helpful person. She saved somebody's life. She, put her life on stakes. Alright, she was sharing oxygen with someone. That means she was putting her life in danger, right? But still, she managed that and saved the life of Mohan Singh, one of his partners, right? So now what happened? After that, she got a call from Indo-Nepalese Women Expedition. Okay, and 1 year she went there also. She further sharpened her skills and she climbed Mount Everest for the second time in the year 1993. Okay, now she is one of the women who have climbed Mount Everest twice. One of the Indian women who have climbed Mount Everest twice. Clear? And when she went for the second time and when she was penetrating the flag of India on the top of Mount Everest, a patriotic fervor swept within her. She was so happy when she penetrated the flag of, India on Mount Everest. She was so happy. Through this we got to know that she was quite, she was a patriot also. She loved her country a lot. Then one more thing that has been mentioned here is that she had collected 500 kilogram of garbage from Himalayas. So she was an active environmentalist also. We are getting to know all the qualities of Santosh Yadav in this chapter, right? And finally, she was conferred with Padma Shri in the year 2000. Alright, so this is what has been mentioned in the chapter. We got to know what kind of girl was Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav was a very hard-working girl. Alright, she was a very strong and a brave girl. Clear? She, did not accept everything what was happening around. She opposed bad things that were happening around. Alright, she did what was right. Clear? She was very brave, courageous girl. And then she was a very helpful person. She saved the life of Mohan Singh. Then we got to know she was a patriot. She loved her country a lot because she felt so proud when she was putting the flag of India on Mount Everest when she went for the second time, right? Then she was a she was a great environmentalist, right? She collected 500 kilogram of garbage from Himalayas, and through which we got to know that she was a very great environmentalist. Alright, now finally we got to know that she was conferred with Padma Shri in the year 2000. Alright, and she was full of values and ethics also. She respected her parents, and when she found she was wrong, she even apologized in front of parents. She gave importance to education also, right? We got to know this, that she was so keen to get education. So keeping in mind her career, she even gave importance to education. So these are the qualities of Santosh Yadav that we got to know through the chapter. Alright. Now the second part of the chapter, children. Second part of the chapter is related to Maria Sharapova, the tennis player. Alright. Now here what we got to know is Maria Sharapova took birth in Siberia in Russia. Clear? Now, she is known for bringing fashion to tennis. Alright, she brought her own trend in the dresses that she used to wear in tennis games. Clear? And she procured first position in Wimbledon Championship in 2005. Alright, she became #1 player in 2005, acquiring first position in Wimbledon Championship. Clear? Now, Maria Sharapova says that she was not even 10 years old when she packed her bags and went to Florida with her father Yuri. Somehow her mother could not accompany her. Her mother Yelena could not accompany her because of some visa problem. When she went there, she faced so many problems. She faced plenty of problems, like she had to clean her own room. Alright, a girl who is so young was asked to clean her own room. She used to sleep at 8, but when her roommates used to return, they used to wake her up and ask her to clean her room. And she continuously worked hard, and she took just 4 years when she was not even 18. At the age of 17, she procured first position in tennis championship. All right, she became, number 1 position in women's tennis championship. And then what happened? Maria Sharapova is talked about because of her trend, because she loved wearing gowns. She loved wearing different dresses during her championships. So she is talked about. So Maria Sharapova says that she has earned all this. She has worked quite hard for all this. Maria Sharapova loved eating. She loved chocolates, pancakes. She used to love reading novels of Arthur Conan Doyle, right? She loves fashion, singing and dancing like every common girl. But she has earned everything for herself. She plays from side of USA because USA holds a very important place in her heart. She has learned tennis in Florida, USA. So she plays from the side of USA. But she says she is a Russian girl. Siberia holds a very important place in her heart. And if any day Russia will ask her to play from their side, she is ready to play. Alright. So, and one more thing she's talked about, that she takes money. Alright, so what is wrong if she takes money to play? Because she has worked so hard for that particular position. So she is, playing with full loyalty. Alright, so what is wrong in taking money also? So all these things are talked about Maria Sharapova, which she has cleared in this chapter, that like every common girl, she has dream of dancing, singing, reading, eating and following fashion and trend. She's seen in different gowns. So there is nothing wrong in it also. Even if she is a player, she is playing excellently. She is playing amazingly. And after that, if she is following that trend, that's fine. Alright. So this is what has been mentioned about Maria Sharapova in the chapter. Let's revise. Santosh Yadav is one of the few women in the world who have climbed Mount Everest twice. Once in 1992 and second time in 1993. First, she took training in Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, and second time Indo-Nepalese Women Expedition. Now, she climbed the peak in May 1992 and she did it again in May 1993. I have also told you how she opposed the traditions, the rituals, the customs of her village, which were not right, by wearing shorts, denying the traditional attire. Then second, she also, opposed the marriage, because she was getting married at a very early age of 16 and she did not want to do that. So she opposed it. She left her home to get educated. Alright, women education or girls education was not promoted in her village, and only schools till class 10th were there in her school, in her village. So she went to Delhi for further education, right? Then she went to Delhi for senior secondary education. Then she came to Jaipur Maharani College, where she accommodated herself in Kasturba Hostel, right? And from there, when she saw mountaineers, then she decided she is going to make her career in mountaineering, and she got herself admitted in Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She sharpened her skills of mountaineering over there and scaled Mount Everest for the first time in 1992. Then what happened? Then she went to Indo-Nepalese Women Expedition. There again she sharpened her skills and scaled Mount Everest for the second time in the year 1993. Alright, and then she was conferred with Padma Shri in the year 2000. Maria Sharapova was born in Siberia in Russia, and she went to Florida when she was not even 10 years old. Alright, she went there with her father Yuri. Yelena, her mother, couldn't accompany her because of some visa issue. Yeah. Then 2005 Wimbledon Championship she won, and she procured #1 position in women tennis. Alright, this I have already told you. She loved fashion, singing, dancing, novels, then pancakes. She loved to eat chocolates. She brought fashion in the dresses that she wore in tennis and all that. And she is a patriot. She loves Russia, but she plays from America, right? From USA, right? Why does she play from USA? Because she was trained there. She learned tennis in USA. But she says if ever Russia will ask her to play from their side, she will definitely play. So this is what is there in the chapter. I hope you have understood it.